There's 4 ways to install the dash camera on this 2022 BMW X4. So let's go over the 4 different ways that you can install the dash camera on this vehicle.
Number 1, you can use an OBD2 cable. The OBD2 cable plugs in just directly under the dash. See it right there? And just like that, the dash camera will have power. And we do have a video that if you're going to be using it with a Viofo dash cam, you are going to have to modify the OBD2 cable in order for it to work with the Viofo hardwire kit. So you still are going to need the HK4 or HK6 cable. Number 2, you could plug it in to the cigarette lighter cable. Now this is not something that we get hired to do, but it is an option for you to get it installed this way. Number 3, you can drop the underside dash on the passenger side and expose the fuse box. And then you can find out by testing which fuses to make sure to hook up a proper constant power and proper ignition wire. The 4th and final way on this X4 is to go right into the kick panel and go directly to all the connectors where we can hardwire directly into this.
Depending on your comfort of dash camera installation will depend on which of these 4 you choose. Now, I will tell you, the last one that we just showed you, right there, that is something that we specifically do. And you might be wondering, why do we go directly to the wiring in the passenger kick panel? Like, why aren't we going to the OBD2 cable? And why are we not doing the fuse taps? Well, the main problem with like a lot of the BMWs is if you use an OBD2 cable or the fuse taps, typically takes anywhere from 1.5 to 9 minutes before the dash camera actually goes into parking mode or shuts off. So when we go directly to the ignition wire and go directly to the constant power directly in the kick panel in the passenger side, the dash camera will go into parking mode instantly or shut off instantly. So it's way more energy efficient and it works properly for parking mode. Keep in mind, if you are going to use the cigarette lighter cable, it is not going to have any parking mode capabilities. At least hardwiring by using fuse tabs or going directly to the OBD2 cable both have parking mode capabilities, as well as the final way that we're going to be installing it. Pro tip: if you are planning to do installation type 4, we do recommend taking the key and leaving it far away from the vehicle. The reason why is because if you have it near the vehicle, the radio and everything will actually stay awake. And if you do unplug plugs, like we're planning on unplugging one of these plugs so that we can hardwire it, there's always a chance that codes may be set. And that's why we always make sure to try and keep the key away from the vehicle. That way we don't have those issues that maybe other people might have. That way we don't have any challenges when we are doing the installation, and we can easily unplug, hardwire it directly the way we know how to do it nicely. Typically, it is the bottom corner pin. You can see the wire is yellow. We will hook that up for our ignition sense. Do not put a load on the wire. It is very important that you do not put a load on this wire, as it is only ignition sense, which means it's okay if you're hooking up a 3-wire parking mode cable directly to it. But if you're putting a load on it, like say hooking up a radar detector hardwire or trying to hook up just ignition and ground so that it only turns on with ignition, do not hook up any loads on this wire. Very important. So you can see we have a thick brown for ground and the yellow for ignition sense. And we have the ignition wire from the Viofo hardwire cable and the black from ground. After we solder and tape these up, we will go and hook up the constant power at the end. Soldered. 3M electrical taped. And we now have the constant power, and it's soldered, and it's the big thick red within the same harness. And as you can see, we have 3M taped that up nicely. Lastly, we tested tape the harness all up nicely. And as you can see right here, it is the second connector in. Now keep in mind, if you're not a professional doing this and you don't have the proper test equipment, I do not recommend doing the installation this way. You can definitely cause damage if you're not aware of what you are doing. So as you can see, this thing here will just plug right back in and lock back into place. So right there we have the Viofo A229 Pro, and we have it plugged in, but right now no power. We're going to start the vehicle up. You should see the red light come on in the corner. got full power. And we can do setup. And now if I turn the vehicle off, you can see the dash camera powers down immediately. So what I just showed you there, that's one of the benefits of doing the proper hardwire. If we do it the OBD2 or we do the fuse taps, typically you're waiting 1.5 to 9 minutes in order for the vehicle to go to sleep, to shut the dash camera off, to go into parking mode. So this is the kick panel that goes on the BMW X4. As you can see, there's 3 clips, and it goes directly right here in the corner. You can see 1, 2, and 3 clips. So that's how you take it on and off. Keep in mind, you will not be able to take it off without dropping the under panel that goes right directly underneath the dash. So in order to take the side panel off, you take a panel popper tool, and we're just going to pry it out. Make sure to get all around so it comes out. And once we got them loose, typically you can reach in there with your hand and just, well, as you've seen, pull it out. And you can see how many clips there are there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so now we're going to go and remove the A-pillar, which you're going to need a little panel popper tool in order to take the little airbag retainer clip off. And so once you've actually taken that off, we now need to take the Torx out, which typically is like a T25. As you can see, there's the screw removed. Typically, I'm going to go and remove the weather stripping. Just a little bit of pulling. That way we can properly get in behind this panel to release the clips. Going to do a little bit of wiggling. Just like that. You can see there is 1 clip here, 1 clip here, and then the Torx goes in through the top. And now the airbag is exposed. The airbag's right here. It's protected by this metal bracket, but the factory wiring harness is right here, so we can tie all of our power wiring directly to this and then run the cable from the front to the rear in behind the airbag. Okay, so here's the rear camera cable. We're now going to take the rear camera cable and run it right in behind the airbag here. So there's a couple different ways you can do that. And I just kind of stick my finger up here where there's a little gap. And now you can just pull that thing right through. And here's the factory wiring harness. So now we can take the hardwire cable and we can tie strap it directly to this factory harnessing. So you just take a bunch of tie straps and tie strap that into place. And as you can see, the entire time we're doing this, it's all completely in behind the airbag. So it's completely done safely. We're not interfering with any of the safety devices of the vehicle. Now we're going to tie strap the ties. Now we're going to cut off the tie straps. And we can now place the A-pillar back into place. Take our T25 Torx and put our airbag clip back in place. There we go. So this is the side panel of the dash. I like taking all the extra wire, tying it up, and then tie strapping it in place in here. And as you can see, it's mounted right there on the beam, and the low battery protection module is in there as well, tie strap both sides. So now we've taken off the seals from around the doors, and now we're gonna fish the wire all the way through from the front of the vehicle to the back. That way we're doing it nice and safely, and we're gonna put the seals back on. And you can see the seal is back on, good as new, and looking nice and clean. And you can see we ran the wires next to the rear view mirror housing, and that's the rear view camera cable and the power cable. Now we need to take off some trim on the rear hatch. You have to use a Torx, I believe it was a T20, and then we have to use our panel popper tool just to bring this down, and it just pushes downwards. And once it unclips, you'll see the other T20 is exposed. So now we can take our T20 and take off the second bolt. That way we can fish our wire into the hatch. So we're now removing the paneling on the rear hatch. There's 7 clips in total on this panel. As we turn around to the back, you're going to see there's 3 per side and 1 in the center. But not too hard to take off. Now we need to take off the paneling there, and you need your T20 again, and there's a silver bolt that comes off right there, and then there's one right at the top as well, which unfortunately we didn't catch in the camera. That way you can completely release that panel. And then we fished our wire through the rear camera cable. Unfortunately, I couldn't get the camera in there on a good angle to show you how I got it in there, but basically we ran it in there. And then we're going to tie strap with all the factory wiring on the hatch and bundle up the excess, put the paneling back on, and we'll move and put there on the side, put the 2 T20s in on the side as well. And now we have all of our extra wiring hidden up. We can put our paneling back on the rear again. And now that we have it back on, you can see the rear camera is hanging. It bulges just a teeny bit, but there's not really any other way, unfortunately, to run the rear camera out. And I mounted it off to the driver's side, because if we mount it in the center, it's going to get all the lines. So now we can see the dash camera is installed. It's up high off to the passenger side. That way it's not distracting the driver at all in any way, shape, or form. And that's the final installation of the front camera on the front windshield with the vehicle running, fully working. Viofo A229 Pro, fully installed in a BMW X4. Thank you for watching our video. If you are looking to support us at all, we are Safe Drive Solutions. We offer professional dash camera installation in Greater Vancouver or Greater Toronto, Canada. We also ship dash cameras all across Canada. Check us out, safedrivesolutions.com. Have a safe drive.